My friends, the war is over. After 20 long years, the last plane has left Kabul Airport after the Taliban overrun the airport complex. And according to websites like the Daily Mail, the last US flights slip out of Afghanistan 24 hours before the deadline, with up to 200 citizens and thousands of allies left behind. You heard that right, folks. Joe Biden left American citizens behind. But it gets even worse. According to a retired Navy aviator, he says the Biden admin is lying. Americans were denied entry into Kabul Airport. There may be thousands of Americans left behind. Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Obvious. And today, on the internet, we need to talk about the end of the 20-year war. Oh, that's what everybody is saying. But the war is not over. I mean, anyone with half a brain knows that the war cannot be over when we have citizens that were left behind. Now, I have proof that we're being lied to, but we're going to talk about all that and more. But before we do, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for updates on future content, and help support the channel by sharing the video with your family and friends and on social media. A share, a like, and a subscribe are always appreciated. And now, a quick word from our sponsor. Introducing Webull. Webull is an easy and convenient trading app where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency and stocks, where all you have to do is open an account and deposit $5 to get 2 free stocks. These stocks could be worth up to $1,400. Folks, it's basically free money. Join Webull and deposit your first $5 by clicking the link down below in the description. And we're back. Let's just jump right in, folks. 10 Afghan family members were killed in US drone strike. You may recall the recent story about the US drone strike against ISIS-K targets, which allegedly set off explosives inside cars and blew up civilians. Many people have mentioned this. Styx Hexenhammer brought this up. It was a very good point. He said that statistically speaking, we know that a vast majority of casualties from drone strikes are civilians. So it's entirely possible that the Biden admin simply struck the wrong targets, or were just not precise. Now, before they said that there was around 10 casualties and that 3 of these were children, then they said 6. Now they're saying 7. Apparently right now, they're saying a total of 10 people from the same family, including 6 children, died in the blast. But let's talk about the end of the so-called war. Here on the Daily Mail, the Pentagon confirms the last US troops and evacuation flights have left Afghanistan just after midnight in Kabul. Taliban take control of the airport and celebrate with gunfire as the 20-year war ends. So here the story says, the Pentagon announced on Monday afternoon that the last American troops had left Kabul Airport almost 24 hours ahead of schedule, ending the US war in Afghanistan after 20 years and the deaths of almost 2,500 troops. Now, I've noticed a lot of lying and a lot of damage control by the media over this story. The first piece of damage control is that they're saying, look, we pulled out early. We're ahead of schedule by 24 hours. This is not the case. The reason that we were pulling out a day early is because the Taliban completely overtook the airport and the US military is no longer able to hold the airport. They ran because they got overrun. That is why they left. Okay? The second major cope is that the Biden admin in the White House and the media are all saying that there's a few hundred Americans left behind, but they totally wanted to stay behind because they're worried about their families. This is a lie. Okay, so let's do some quick math. According to government officials, both active and retired, there were estimates of 10 to 15,000 Americans stranded in Afghanistan. We heard from the Biden admin that out of the thousands of people being evacuated from Kabul Airport, only around 5 to 10% of those evacuees were actually American citizens. In other words, like 1,000 people came out and only like 150 were American. I remember the story. Let me ask you a question. How is it possible that we got most of the Americans out of the country when only 5 to 10% of the evacuees were American. So it's very simple. I think, and this is just my personal opinion based on logic, they left behind thousands and thousands of American citizens and are now lying to our faces about the numbers of Americans stranded in Afghanistan. Look at the numbers. Here the story says, 100 to 200 Americans and thousands of Afghan allies were left behind and must fend for themselves, now that the airport no longer offers an escape route. Like I said, I believe that there was thousands and thousands of Americans left behind. I do not know if I trust these reports, but regardless, it is a travesty that anyone got left behind. Because definitely there's thousands of allies. That means like people from Britain, the UK, that all got left. Now, going over to Fox News. Retired Navy aviator Brett Odom, who was helping Americans evacuate Afghanistan, said on Monday that people were denied entry by the Taliban into Hamid Karzai International Airport. According to him, they were not even allowing Americans to evacuate. Here it says, Odom's comments come after a video reportedly showed Americans being denied. If Americans were not even able to get in the airport, and remember how the White House said Americans don't come to the airport because there could be an imminent attack before the drone strikes. So how is it possible that they got evacuated? I don't believe it. A State Department spokesperson said Saturday that at least 5,400 Americans have been safely evacuated since August 14th, including nearly 300 U.S. citizens within the last day. But another 350 Americans remain in Afghanistan and have informed the State Department they want to get out. We left Americans behind. Now, regardless of whether it's 350 or 3,500, the simple fact of the matter is we left our people behind. What an utter failure by the Biden administration. These people are hostages. They will be hunted down. They will be tortured, most likely. They will be kidnapped. They will be brutalized. All thanks to the disgusting Biden administration. Now, here on Newsweek, as the U.S. leaves Afghanistan, how Biden's 7-month approval rating stacks up against Trump's. So Joe Biden's approval is in the gutter. His ratings have taken a nosedive straight into the ground. You know, they called Trump the chaos president, but if you ask me, Biden is the chaos president. The chaos under Trump was totally artificial, propped up by mainstream media outlets and CNN saying that Orange Man was bad. This, however, is just pure chaos caused by the incompetence of Biden. So on Twitter, I retweeted a post showing that Biden was looking at his watch during the memorial for the 13 fallen U.S. service members, and one of the most enraging things that I've ever seen. Here you can see a mother crying, collapsing by her dead child. What is Biden doing? Oh, he's checking his watch. When is this going to be over? Such a waste of time. I don't care about these people. Yeah, that's Joe Biden. He's an evil person. I truly believe that based on what I'm seeing. You shouldn't be checking your watch during this memorial. You caused this. You killed these people. But that's what Joe Biden is. That's what this administration is. This is what the Democrats voted for. This is Joe Biden's America, Democrats' America, and I cannot stand it. You know, I wasn't going to talk about this story. It's not really the most important story in the world, but check this out. Bars and restaurants across America set up table tributes to troops killed in Kabul Airport ISIS-K blast. So, apparently, some restaurants are setting up these little memorials that actually look really awesome, look really cool. Here you can see in the picture, the table is set for 13 veterans. We scroll down and read the sign. It says, reserved for 13 brave fallen soldiers. Rest in peace, heroes. You see these 13 beers, an empty table, and American flags. I know it's not much. I know it's, it's a gesture. But this is so heartwarming. This is so nice. It is so wholesome compared to this. Oh, it's my nap time. I want to go get some ice cream. Sleepy Joe is sleepy. When is this going to be over? I wish I could say what I really want to say, but, oh man. But that's pretty much the story, folks. You can expect to hear major tales of horrible things happening to the Americans that were left behind as hostages to the Taliban and to these ISIS-K members. This is where we're at. But that, my friends, is merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? Let me know by replying down below in the comment section. As always, you can support the channel by joining me on Patreon or Subscribestar. My channel is currently not monetized. I rely on viewers like you. Joining will give you access to a private Discord server. It's members only and exclusive, so be sure to join. And a special thanks to Anon, who donated some Bitcoin. I really appreciate your donation. It's keeping the channel alive, it's helping me pay for expenses, and lets me do more work. So thank you so much, Anon. If you would like to donate, you can find my donor box link or send me crypto. Links and addresses are down below. Anyhow, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.